Hello students. In Informatic Practices, we'll be learning two main languages, Python and SQL. This is video 1 on database concepts. For learning SQL, we should be knowing database concepts. Most of us keep diaries to store details like names, addresses, birthdays of our friends. Teachers keep marks register to keep track of marks secured by their students. A shopkeeper keeps details of customers who frequently visit his or her shop in a register. These all are examples of paper-based databases. However, generally, when we use the term database, we think of a computerized database. These days, computerized databases can be seen being used almost everywhere. In this video, I will be teaching you the database concepts which are required to learn SQL. The term database is made up of two words, data plus base. Data plays a major role in every field. Like when you want to create your email ID, you have to sign up first, where you provide your details, which forms the data, and that data is stored on that particular server. In the same way, in your school also, your details are stored, which again forms the data. Library teacher again store the student details, which forms the data. So data plays a very crucial role in each and every field. What is data? Any raw facts and figures comprises the data. This data can be any alphabets, numbers, or special symbols or characters. You can see the example of some student details like ID, first name of the student, last name of the student, their email ID, and year of birth. The records which are entered in these columns. This forms the data. Data and information. When you work on your PC, you give input to the PC with the help of keyboard or any other input device. The CPU then processes it and gives you your desired output. Example, you give input as 2 plus 2, computer processes it and displays the output as 4. So, to take any work through computer, you have to provide the raw data, which is input. It will be processed by the computer, and then after processing, it will become information, which is output. Database. Database is an organized collection of related data. The data which has to be stored requires a particular place where it can be stored. So that place is a database. A database stores data in a systematic and an organized manner. Some examples of database are school database. School database can contain staff details, teacher details, fees details, marks details, etc. Another type of database is a railway database, which will store railway related data like passenger details, reservations details, cancellation details, and many more related details can be stored. Similarly, other type of databases can be created as per the requirements. Database management system. To create and maintain a database on a computer, you require a software. The software which is required to create a database is Database Management System. This database management system can be used for data storage, for retrieving data from the database, for querying a database, and for other purposes. As you can see in the picture, on the left hand side, database is there on which data is stored. Then with the help of DBMS software, the users are interacting with this database to retrieve the data. A DBMS gives various tools to perform various types of functions on a database. One function is to store data in a structured way. Means the tool help us to store data in a organized manner, in a systematic and organized manner. Then another thing that we can do is we can retrieve data from a database. That means query data from a database. Next is sort and manipulate the data in a database. Sorting is we can arrange the data in ascending or descending order as per our requirement. We can also make changes in the data which is stored in a database. Next is validate the data and check data for inconsistency. Validating is about checking the input data to ensure it conforms with the data requirements of the system to avoid data errors. The user is asked to input the data in a correct way as per the requirement of the system, and we can lay down such validations on the data in a database. We can also check data for inconsistency if the data is not in a consistent state. Data stored in a database can also be used to produce the flexible reports, which can be printed both on screen and the paper. Advantages of DBMS. A DBMS controls redundancy. In a database management system, all the files are integrated in a single database. The whole data is stored only once at a single place, so there is no chance of duplicate data. For example, a student record in library or examination can contain duplicate values, but when they are converted into a single database, all the duplicate values are removed. DBMS controls data redundancy that saves a lot of labor and time. Now next is data consistency. Again, as DBMS controls data redundancy, it will in turn controls data consistency. Data consistency means if you want to update data in any files, then all the files should not be updated again. As in DBMS, data is stored in a single database, so Data becomes more consistent in comparison to file processing system. Also, updated values are available to all the users immediately. Next advantage is sharing of data. Sharing of data means data can be shared in between authorized users of database. All the users have their own right to access the database up to a level. Database administrator has complete access of database. He can assign users to access the database. Other users are also authorized to access database, and also they can share data between them. Many users have same authority to access the database. Next advantage, database enforce standards. Database enforce standard means as DBMS have central control of database, so a database administrator can ensure that all the applications follow some standards such as format of data, document standards, etc. These standards helps in data migrations or in interchanging the data. Then data integrity. Integrity are the constraints or the conditions which we can impose on data in a database. Constraints are used to store accurate data because there are many users who feed data in a database. Data stored in database should always be correct and accurate. DBMS provides the capability to enforce these constraints on database. For example, the maximum marks obtained by the students can never be more than 100. Also, account balance of banks like Axis should not be less than 2500, otherwise you will be penalized. So these are some examples of integrity constraints which can be imposed on data in a database. Then next advantage is backup and recovery system. Data loss is a very big problem for all the organizations. In traditional file processing system, a user needs to back up the database after a regular interval of time. That wastes lots of time and resources. If the volume of data is large, then the process may take a very long time. DBMS solves this problem of taking backup again and again because it allows automatic backup and recovery of database. For example, if a system fails in the middle of any process, then DBMS stores the value of that state in which database were before query execution. Now, the next advantage is privacy and security. Privacy means up to what extent a user can access the data. It is predetermined by the database administrator that who will access the data and up to what level he will be able to access it. Let's say when you make a Facebook page, then you will have the power to give rights to other users who will be editor and who will be admin. Security. Data security means protecting your precious data from unauthorized access. Data in a database should be kept secure and safe to unauthorized modifications. Only Authorized users should have the grant to access the database. There is a username set for all the users who access the database with password so that no other person can access this information. DBMS always keep database secure and theft free. RDBMS. RDBMS is Relational Database Management System. It is one of the type of DBMS. An RDBMS is a DBMS designed specifically for relational databases. RDBMS is a subset of DBMS. In DBMS, data is stored in the form of files, whereas in RDBMS, data is stored in the form of rows and columns, and this row and column format is known as table or relation. Now let's study the difference between DBMS and RDBMS. Some key differences between DBMS and RDBMS are listed here. Firstly, DBMS is introduced in 1960s, whereas RDBMS is introduced in 1970s. In database management system, data is stored as a file, whereas in RDBMS, data is stored in the form of tables. Tables is row and column format, means data is stored in the form of rows and columns. DBMS can store a small quantity of data, whereas RDBMS can store large amount of data. DBMS does not support distributed database, whereas RDBMS supports distributed database. In DBMS, data redundancy can be there, means data duplication can be there, whereas in RDBMS, various keys and indexes are used to remove data redundancy. Last, examples of DBMS: DBase, FoxPro, MS Excel. These are the examples of DBMS. And RDBMS, most popular examples, MySQL and Oracle, and many more are there.